Alright, hopefully this will be a quick response video to that Love Ron Paul guy. He brought up an interesting point. I mean, semi-interesting, but he, of course, has to phrase it in bullshit and a mischaracterization of everything I've ever talked about regarding economic theory. So anyway, it has to do with healthcare, it has to do with organ transplants, organ doning, and so anyway, yeah, he's put the question to me. Would I require people to donate their organs because it's some social good? Well, in the first place, I don't necessarily define it as a social good. And I would argue to you, under your anarchy, people won't be able to afford it anyway. So only people getting these organs would be the rich. Poor wouldn't be getting any of them. And I'm sure you'd just allow people to sell their organs, and that's probably fine too. Yeah, I propose no legislation. I have no opinion beyond. First, let me just set the record straight. I don't believe in the redistribution of wealth. What I believe in is a rational limit on the consolidation of wealth. And I don't care whether you could take the extra wealth and just put it in a pile and burn it. Take the money and burn it. Because by doing that, you will make every other individual richer, okay? Because the value of a dollar will increase. So you could redistribute it that simply. You could just put it back into the system. My only argument is that we shouldn't have some people that have 10 zillion carrots in their backyard. We should put those carrots to work, put them back into the economy, not have them squandered by some, Hilton slut, and have a rational economy where people have real incentive to do work, where we don't have a luxury class who just is born on the yacht and lives on the yacht and never knows anything but the fucking yacht. That is bullshit. That is 10 times worse than the worst welfare obscenity in terms of the disgrace it is to efficiency. So anyway, that is my economic theory. It is not steal from the rich, give to the poor bullshit. No, it's steal from the rich, give to the working people, the people who actually produce something. So anyway, so on to this whole organ donating thing. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of transplant surgery. I'm not a big fan of spending $300,000 to save one individual while we watch 2 million kids a year go blind from a lack of vitamin A in the world. And why we watch people starve to death, and why we watch people die or live miserably because of a lack of $10 in the world. Okay, so in that context, yeah, I think it's obscene. All right, if people choose to invest in that, if that's what they want, I think they should be able to buy health insurance. They should have to pay the premiums for it, to pay for this extraordinary medical care that they expect. But I personally don't want to subsidize it. I don't personally think anybody's entitled to it. And, I think people are entitled to a minimum of health care. They're entitled not to die on the street. But no, they're not entitled to transplanting livers and obliging other people to give them their livers or any of this other bullshit. You want to buy somebody's organs, that's your fucking business. You go ahead and do that. I just think the whole thing's rather obscene. I think it's disgusting. I think it's all just running away from reality. We're all gonna fucking die. Yes, timing is sometimes inconvenient, but it's a fact. And as just as a matter of efficiency, yeah, there's just no point in spending. You don't spend $500 to fix a $10 toaster. And the fact of the matter is we are all $10 toasters. And we can be a little bit extravagant. We can say, okay, let's spend $50 to fix the $10 toaster because we're attached to the $10 toaster. But when you start talking about spending obscene amounts of money to fix a $10 toaster, it is just plain bullshit. So that's my opinion. Whatever. It's not my favorite subject. But whatever. That's it. That's the opinion.